Ciao friends! I'm Stefanie Giesinger and today I'm getting ready with Kaya Cosmetics, so come in and join us. So I have a very long and kind of quirky morning routine. I wake up and the first 40 minutes I have to journal. I just have to write down all the things that I want to do today and what happened yesterday, just to process everything. And then I brush my teeth, and whilst I brush my teeth, I put my legs up the wall in like a 90-degree angle. People who sleep with me, they laugh usually because, I don't know, it's just a weird thing that I do. And then I start with sometimes a meditation when I have time, and if not, I just take my phone and I answer my messages. So on TikTok, I saw that people use self-tan as contouring or like a bronzer, you know, so not all over the face, just on parts of your face. And I was a little bit skeptical about it, but now I'm addicted to it and I do it almost every day. You know, I've been thinking so much about where do I want to live, and I want to be some kind of free and not really have a home. I think I will always have a nest in Berlin and always come back to it, but I want to test out different cities, different countries now in the next few years. So everywhere in the world. Next on the list is for sure Paris and New York, and I like Spain a lot. Honestly, just somewhere in the world. I really, really want to visit Japan. I don't know why I never did it. Probably time reasons. But I want to go for a month and see Tokyo and just travel around Japan. The best fashion trend for me are oversized clothes, especially oversized pants. Since COVID, I could not wear tight jeans. This is not possible in my head. Why would I ever wear tight jeans? And I think I don't really have a worst fashion trend, just too tight clothes, just because they're so uncomfortable. So the best beauty advice, I don't know if I received it from someone or if it's something that I realized myself. That thoughts make you beautiful. It sounds a little bit cringy, but honestly, if you have bad thoughts and you think everything is bad and this day is bad, then you will also look bad, you know, because it's really a big energy thing. And when you have good thoughts about yourself, about other people, about the day, then you look also nice and you have this beautiful glow. So beautiful thoughts make you beautiful. That is a tough question, but for me it would be concealer, just because I struggle with sleep, maybe because of traveling, but yeah, eye bags don't lie. They really don't. Wow. Who would play me in a movie? Myself? Maybe? Book me? I'm joking. Okay, let me think about this. Suki Waterhouse. She would play me. Weird, short addictions, especially to food. I can be addicted to potatoes for like a month, and then I have to eat potatoes every day. That is so weird, I know. I think my 14-year-old self, I would say to already start working with trauma and everything that is going inside of you and live less externally, more internally. Start with yoga and be more mindful with your thoughts. Wow, that is actually such a big advice for a 14-year-old. I would probably sit there with 14 and be like, cool, thanks for coming from the future. Great, what should I do now? That's awful. But yeah, I would say be more mindful. Maybe I would just tell her, you're loved, everything's gonna work out. Yeah, I think yeah, that's a little bit nicer. So I'm on a little bit of a spiritual path, and I think I've seen my spirit animal. and it was a frog. I just remember lying in bed, and it was just before I fell asleep. I just saw this frog next to me, and I could really just like feel it. And then I Googled it, and apparently it's a spirit animal. And I was like, okay, I guess my spirit animal is a frog. So for a very short time, I feel very happy when I eat something very yummy. For an hour, then I'm like super, super happy. But on long term, it makes me happy to be mindful with myself and do things that I know are good for me and my everything internal needs, you know? So usually it's meditating or yoga or breath work, something where I can feel myself. I would do a chili because I know I can do a chili and it's very good and very nourishing. WhatsApp. It's really WhatsApp. You thought Instagram, huh? No, it's not Instagram. I'm limiting myself. I think I was really addicted to Instagram for some time, like most of us. But no, not that much anymore. I think my biggest milestone actually was starting with therapy. So nothing really business related, but it changed me so much internally and then also externally, and I think it helped me to become a better person towards myself especially. Fake freckles. I don't know what it is, but when I have fake freckles on me, it just looks completely wrong. I just really, no. It's not my beauty trend. On most of the people it looks amazing, but not on me. No. And way too plugged eyebrows. I found pictures of myself when I was 13, when I started to plug out my eyebrows, and it was bad because I thought all the hair that are growing up had to go. So it was literally my eyebrow started here. And I remember my mom coming home from work and she looked at me and she literally had tears in her eyes. That's really a moment that I will never forget. Oh, and I once cut my hair. I had a bob and I thought one side is longer than the other, so I cut the other side a little bit shorter. That looked very awful. I literally had like hair like this. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's self-tan. Honestly, I love self-tan. It just makes you look more alive, especially in winters. I live in Berlin. We don't have any sun for around 5 months. And then you start to look a little bit like a zombie. So it is just self-tan. It's got to be self-tan. I think I would choose someone that I could learn a lot from. And okay, this sounds really weird, probably, but I think I would love to know how it's like to be in politics. So probably I would choose Biden, just because I want to know how is it like to be the president of America. And then I would go back to my life, go live on Insta, and spill all the tea. Definitely not my birthday. Last year on my birthday, I was alone eating fries and crying. I'm so bad with my birthdays. I think it's Christmas because I'm usually around my family, I see everyone. I actually had a little cry when I watched Triangle of Sadness. Great movie. I really, really like this movie, and it was a little bit eye-opening also because it shows you something about yourself. If you haven't watched that movie, I highly recommend it. Oh my god, and also there was this elephant movie on Netflix. Don't remember how it's called. Maybe Elephants? Surprise. And that it's like a couple that takes care of an elephant baby, an orphan elephant baby. And it literally becomes a family member. And then somebody takes that elephant away from them. And I remember it was in the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep, and I watched that movie and I cried and cried and cried, and then I couldn't sleep even more. It changed my life completely. It made me, I had to grow up in a year. I was 16 when I applied to the show, and with 17 I won it. And from that moment on, I was traveling a lot and I moved out of my family's house and I really just had to become a grown-up. And it felt really, really fast. And it gave me so many privileges. It really changed my life completely. Completely. I like to be naked. No joke. When I'm at home, I love to be naked, and also in my hotel room. This is my hotel room, by the way. When you're out of here, I'm naked here. Do I have a hidden talent? Do I have any talents? No. I don't know. Yeah, pretty talentless. It sounds also very cliche, but it is the energy around people. I can feel in the first few seconds if that person is a vibe or not. And it's just something that I guess it comes very natural to me. I can feel a person so much more than I can see them. Okay, that is really wild. That is really, really wild. It was for a German TV show, and this is no joke. They put me with magnet shoes, okay, just magnetic shoes, on the bottom of a gondola. That gondola went up to the highest point at the Matterhorn in Switzerland. And then there I had to push a button and I fell 200 meters into a bungee rope. That was the wildest thing I did in my life. The worst thing was going up to the highest point for 30 minutes. I felt like my eyes would pop out, like really upside down. It's crazy. If you don't believe me, look on Google, on YouTube. I really did that. That was insane. They told me, oh, by the way, nobody ever did this before. You're the first person and probably the last person who will ever do this. I was like, great, thanks. But I survived. It was terrible, but I survived. Audrey Hepburn, I think this woman is, oh, and Diana actually, Princess Diana. Those two women are such interesting women to me because there's so much rumor and just, yeah, they have something that made the whole world in awe to them. So I want to meet them. I want to know what it is about them, and they moved society and they moved things forward for women. So those two are definitely on my list. I would love to play like the Catwoman or somebody who kills evil people. Sounds bad, but but I would love to, yeah, I would love to play something positive for the world. Or I'd love to play a very evil person. But I think I would really try and live that character for the whole time. So I would be probably unbearably mean and unbearably bad. No, yeah, I would love to be someone positive and good. Yeah. Sorry, I decided now. Good question. Start therapy. That is the name of my song. Everyone should have therapy. Na 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 na. Ooh, being completely alone somewhere and wake up at 6 a.m., do journaling, meditating, breath work, a little workout, lying in the sun, having a massage, chilling and sleeping, and good food. A lot of good, vegan, healthy food. I think when you do that once a year, your life probably extends a couple of years.